Hey everybody, it's Dan O'Hawk here. It's Sunday, the 28th of March at about 12:15 my time, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I just saw a couple of Fox News clips. This is mainstream media again, about the FBI moving on and making some arrests on militia groups in the Michigan area. Supposedly, the story is that they had warrants that they were selling pipe bombs to people, and well, I think anybody that has any idea about what the militia is about is going to know that the militia, or any military group for that matter, is not going to be selling pipe bombs to civilians, because most civilians, they would be in harm's way if they had one of those, because they don't really know what to do with those things. So that just doesn't seem very realistic. I have the two news clips over in my favorites on the side there, so when you're done with this video, I invite you to go and look at those yourself and see what you think. You can also find the story on theflucase.com, and you can actually go over to Fox News and find the article there too. Bubba over on the Bunker Report has already made a video concerning this, and I agree with him. I don't think it's time to be panicking or anything, but I do think that it is time for to be on high alert, and basically grow a pair of eyes in the back of your head and keep all four of them open. Keep your ear to the ground. Watch this as it develops very, very carefully, because the FBI is being very, very keeping their cards close to their vest, so to speak. They're not telling anybody what the warrants are really about. And I suppose the pipe bomb thing could be speculation on the media's part. But anyways, they're basically painting the militia groups as terrorists, like we've been talking about for quite a while, and this just seems to fall right into play to what we've been saying all along. Perhaps some of you remember discussion and articles and news clips about the red list, the blue list, and the yellow list. Well, there are other articles that you can find on YouTube that talk about these, and one of the things that they were talking about was they're going to go around and collect the red listers first, before they like 2 weeks or a month or something like that, before they instill martial law. Well, let's look at that for a minute. Now that they passed the health care bill, there's a lot of people that are really angry about it. I'm sure you've seen some of the news articles where people are throwing bricks through windows, and even one representative found a coffin in his front yard. Well, that's a pretty heavy duty message right there, but and certainly not a message that I would necessarily advocate, but nonetheless, it has been done. So you got to ask yourself, are they making their move? Is this what they've been talking about all this time, about the collecting up the red listers because they pose the biggest threat to the New World Order, and then calling in martial law, and then going around and collecting up the blue listers and see if they can be re-educated or not? This is just something you have to ask yourself. Now, of course, we found out yesterday that Congress just happened to go, after signing this health care bill, they just happened to go on vacation. Well, is that coincidence or not? There again, that's something you're going to have to ask yourself and come to your own conclusion on. Personally, I don't believe in coincidence, but that's just me. Now, of course, if this was really going down and there was going to be some sort of resistance to this sort of just going around and collecting people up, Well, if Congress was where they normally are and where everybody knows they are, they would probably their danger level would be escalated exponentially. So, are they on vacation because it just happened to be time, or are they on vacation for a purpose? You have to ask yourself that question. It's kind of like let's put it like this. It's kind of like when you're in the store and let's just say you've got an itch to buy a puzzle, right? One of those jigsaw puzzles, 500 piece, 1,000 piece, whatever it is. Well, when you are standing in front of the shelf and you're looking at the box, you have two possible conclusions that you can come up with. When you're looking at the box, you can either assume that the picture that's on the box is really what the puzzle is inside, or perhaps the manufacturer made a mistake and put a different puzzle in the box that doesn't actually match the picture on the box. Well, there's really only one way to find out, isn't there? You have to take the pieces out, set them on your table, and put it together. And then you can verify, is this in fact the picture that's on the box? Well, let's put that into an analogy kind of a form. Let's just say that the picture on the box represents what many patriots have been warning you about for months and even years. Well, now you have the pieces on the table, and you can either assume that the picture on the box is really what's laying on your table, but you'll never be able to verify that until you actually put the puzzle together. So after you put the puzzle together, then you can see, is it in fact the same picture that's on the box? Is this in fact, after I've taken all my facts and put them together like a puzzle, is it in fact the same picture that the Patriots have been painting all this time? Or is it something different? That is a personal decision, and that is something that is going to be left up to you to decipher. But you're never going to know until you put the pieces together. Well, people, I think it's time you get busy on your puzzles. I think it's time that you start gathering all the pieces to that puzzle and start arranging them and putting them together as they fit. Don't make them fit. Don't do that. You put them together as they fit. And see what picture you come up with. I think that what's going on in Michigan right now is something that everyone should be concerned with. Everyone. Is it just coincidence that this is happening, virtually a month before this big armed march in Virginia is supposed to take place, and all of these rallies in D.C. that are supposed to take place in mid-April? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. I know I have my own conclusions about what's going on. I've taken the time to put my puzzle together, so I know exactly what the picture is on my table is compared to the picture that's on the box. I think it's time that you all did too. Just be ready. Get ready if you're not. If you are ready, stay ready. Turn your, so to speak, your antennas forward, your ears forward. Keep your eyes open. Watch, listen, and pay attention. This is something that everybody needs to be aware of. And for those of you that haven't opened your eyes yet, well, it's all right there on Fox News, just like I said in my last video. And it's time. Time to ask yourself, what flag do you represent? Do you represent the red, white, and blue, like what's behind me? The real American flag? Or do you represent a yellow flag that matches the stripe that runs down your back? Wake up, people. Pay attention and get ready. I'm Dan O'Hawk 10, and I'm out.